Well, the Peach County Trojans haven't won less than 8 games in a season since 2001. Coach Chad Campbell's teams have never missed the playoffs. He's back for another season in the Valley this fall and spoke with our Bill Shanks about that in the Coach's Corner.
Coach's Corner with Chad Campbell in his 15th season with Peach County. That's hard to believe, Coach Campbell. 15 pretty good seasons, though, haven't they been?
Yeah, they've been wonderful. I mean, I've been blessed to be here for this long, and but it doesn't seem like 15 years of being the head coach. But you know, like I said, I've been blessed. It's a great place to be.
9-2 last season, not a typical Peach County season. As you look ahead to this year, you've got 7 starters back on offense, and you've got great competition. I mean, even though you've got 7 starters back, you've got a lot of competition going on. You've got several taking snaps at quarterback. You've got 2 good running backs. Let's talk about the running backs a little bit. Is that going to be perhaps the focal point of your team with those kids?
Yeah, I think we got 2 really good backs, both returning from last year. A senior, Jamon Jones, and then junior, Chris McMillan. And it's kind of like a thunder and lightning type deal. One of them is more of a slasher, speed guy. Another one has got some speed, but he also runs with power. So they're a little different, but they both bring a lot to the table, and glad to have both of them.
You had T.J. Ferguson last year, who signed with Alabama, one of the top offensive linemen in the country. Now you've got a lot of competition on the line. I guess those kids know what the standard is to see someone like that last year. Do you think it's going to take some time for those kids to come together on the line, perhaps by the region play, or what?
Yeah, you know, we haven't solidified those 5. I mean, we have a couple tight ends too that we feel good about, but the 5. We've been mixing it up a little bit, trying to find the best matchups for us. So it may take a little while, and then we got some, like you said, we got some battles going up front there, and that's good. You know, that brings out some competition, and we still don't have but 1 senior up there, so we feel really good. I think we're going to be decent up front this year, and I think we got some in the years to come. So that spot looks kind of bright right now.
All right, that defense for Peach County is always tough. We'll talk about that and that new stadium in Fort Valley with Coach Campbell in our next report. Coach Chad Campbell is back for the 15th season as the head coach of Peach County, and the defense always a big part of your team. You only allowed about 9.6 points per game last year, Coach. Look, you've got kid Quintel Jones up front, who is a great player, rated as one of the best in the state by ESPN. Quintel Jones, what really can happen to have a player like that right there in the center for you on that defense?
Yeah, he's been a good player for us for a long time. I mean, he played some as a freshman, and he's good that you can move him around up front, play all the positions up front, whether it's a defensive end, whether it's a defensive tackle, nose, whether you want to put him in a odd front at the end or a 3 technique on 4 down. So he brings a lot to the table. He's a load to handle, and he's very. He got a lot of football sense. He's got he's got a high IQ in football. So, when you tell him something, he remembers things, and we can't block him right now. So hopefully he'll carry that on into the season. But we're very fortunate to have him. He's been recruited by the SEC schools, and so he's a pleasant young man to be around. And like I said, he's a good football player.
8 starters back overall. You lost only 1 defensive back. I mean, this sounds like this could be a really good defense. You think it can?
Yeah, I think so. We're moving some guys around back there and playing certain guys in multiple positions. So if we do have somebody go down or something, we can plug somebody in, and because they know the defense, they know the back end. So it's good that they're been in the program for some 4th year now, and so they know the whole realm of it. And I think when those guys understand the defense, not just this position where I can play corner and that's it, or you can plug somebody at corner, you can play some nickel, you can play them at free. So that gives us the luxury of doing that with some of these guys that's been experienced, been in the program for a few years.
Finally, Coach, I think everybody in Middle Georgia is talking about your new facility, your new stadium, which looks beautiful. The pictures look great. I know you're chomping at the bit to get there. I mean, look, you've got one of the premier programs in our area. There's no doubt about that. What does it mean for you and the program, though, to have that kind of first-class new facility?
Well, it's I've always loved our place here. This has got a lot of great games and a lot of great memories, and when you go out there and such as we've been doing, kind of going back and forth right now, and you get back over here and you look at the facilities and the differences, and it's quite overwhelming, and something I'm eager to get the kids in there and let them, they have not practiced there and been in there and lifting weights yet. So, that's in the days to come. So we're really looking forward just to see the expression on their face, and just, it's all for them,
Yeah.
And the community ought to be, they ought to be excited about the new place. And so, things are going well right now.
No, I can't wait to see it. It should be a lot of fun, and that community is going to love their new digs for sure.
Yeah.
Coach Campbell, thank you for your time as always. We appreciate it. Good luck to you this season.
Thank you, Bill. I appreciate you having me.